Look at this thing. This is a masterpiece. And I mean, it's not edible, but it's awesome. And we're with Chef John Matwico from NCCC. And really quick, we're cooking with, you know, we got a lot of different seafood here.
Well, today we're technically not cooking. We're just going to keep everything cold.
Absolutely, right. That? Ceviche, that's the
ceviche is going to be scallop ceviche, and the acid actually cooks the meat.
Acid from the fruit and vegetables we're going to use,
It's actually lemon and lime juice, and a little jalapeno, and a little garlic. So all that acidity and that strong flavors are going to cook the scallop.
It's all about soaking it in the in that acid.
Correct.
Really quick though, you created this masterpiece, and you do that as a kind of a side business.
It's my little side business.
Ice sculpture, obviously.
And we will be having a ice carving facility at the new NCCC facility downtown Niagara Falls. So I will be teaching ice carvings down there. My website address is wny-ice.com, and you can check it out and see some different sculptures I have there too.
Yeah, stress the ice. This is a big block of ice here. All right, before the ice melts, let's talk about what we have sitting on top cooling out. We got three different types of seafood.
We got three different types of seafood. We got their scallops. We have oysters, male pack oysters from Prince Edward Island, and we have top-neck clams. This is generally donated from Hayes Seafood House, Clarence, 8900 Clarence, or Main Street in Clarence.
All right, good place for seafood, obviously. Now these, I notice these are kind of green. I've seen oysters that don't have that kind of green.
It's a mineral. It's a mineral deposits from the bays that they're in. They take on different colors, so that tends to happen at different times. Sometimes they can be a little blue, gray. It all depends.
Yeah.
There's certain salts that are in the water and stuff like that.
Okay. Now each fish here, each type of fish here has a different taste to it, probably, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Nice and meaty. The oysters are nice and meaty. Top-neck clams are nice and meaty too. You need a couple different knives to open them up.
Okay.
So make sure you get the right knives. You get the clam knife.
Longer one.
Longer one with the straight blade, and then the oyster knife with a little
curved edge.
Curved edge, so you can get in the back of the hinge to open those up.
Okay, and that's exactly what we're going to do in the next segment. We're going to open these up, show you how to do it without you know, slicing into your own fingers, of course. Back to you guys. Welcome back. We're in the kitchen with Chef John Matwico from NCCC. We're cooking a wide variety of shellfish today.
No cooking.
But we're not cooking. I know we're shucking, and it's ceviche, so it's basically raw. But you have to get the meat out of the shell. So that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah. Today there's one thing that we need to learn how to do correctly, so we don't hurt ourselves, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to use the knives, but we have to maintain the knives so we don't put them into the palm of our hand, right? That
would be nice.
Wouldn't that be good?
Yes.
So what we're going to do first.
That would be an aw shucks moment.
Aw shucks, yeah. So what we're going to do first, top-neck clams, a little meatier. They're good for clams casinos, but I like them for shuck clams.
Okay.
You could do the smaller ones, but these have more little chew to them.
Good.
Okay, so good. All right, so what we're going to do, take the clam, make sure you wash them first, get all the dust off them, and you want to make sure there's no little dust on the clams and oysters, okay? Then we're going to take the back of the clam, put in the meaty part of your palm, okay? And we're going to like hold it firm. Take your clam knife.
That's the longer one.
Longer one with a little blade. It's not a sharp blade. It's just like a little blunt, and we're going to put it in the lip of the clam, and we're just going to gently, with the back of our fingers, we're going to gently just pop it in there. Now, we don't want to jam it in there and ruin the clam.
You don't want to destroy the meat.
We don't want to destroy the meat, so we're just going to bring it in, bring it around.
Okay.
Okay, and then gently bring it up.
Oh, wow.
You might, if you have any little shells, you want to have a little sanitizing water. It's water with acid in there, a little lemon. Okay. You know, just to clean it off. We're going to bring it down.
Scoop it out like that.
Scoop it down. Detach it from all the shell. Save the shell. We had a little special project for that later.
Some usage for that.
And then we want to just gently pry it from the shell bottom. So this way, when people want to have the raw oyster or clam, it goes into their mouth and that's slopping all over the place.
Right. Okay.
So we got that.
All right,
you give it a try.
We got about 10 seconds. I'm going to try this, and then when we come back, I'm going to direct. I'm not doing this.
Not easy.
Okay. Here we go. Really quick.
You ready? Right in the lip.
Right in the lip. Right in the
back of your fingers.
Yeah, that's why you do this for a living, and I don't. I can't quite get it.
You're going to get it.
You know, it's funny. You started this for me in the commercial break, but we still can't do it. I'm going to work on this, and when we get back, it's back to the quiz master. I'm so far the champion this morning, but I'm going against the queen of the quiz master. I'm rambling on. We'll be back after the break. Cooking today, as I kept saying we're cooking, but we're actually serving up some raw fish, but we're soaking it. We're making a ceviche, right?
Ceviche.
Okay.
Scallops. It's a bivalve mollusk, so it's just mollusks, and so it's bigger than a clam or oyster, and I mean they're different sizes. So this is a pretty much medium size. Those are beautiful. They smell. And seafood, you should buy from a reputable supplier, like Hayes Seafood House. on 8900 Main Street in Clarence.
Okay.
Please go check them out. Awesome seafood. I was there yesterday. Beautiful showcase. I love it there.
And it actually, if you're buying seafood, it's okay to spend a little bit more because it's seafood
please,
at the end of the day.
Splurge a little bit.
Right. Okay, now we've got these scallops here, but before we can ceviche them, we have to take
a little
the tendon
off,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what you need to do is
here.
on the side, there's a little, just, it looks like from your clam or oyster, it's a little detachment there. It holds onto the shell. So, you got to take that off. If you don't, it's like a rubber band.
So you just kind of peel it off?
Just peel it off.
Pop it off. Oh, look at that. It comes right off.
Yeah, it's simple. But if you don't do it, it's inedible.
This was on, and now it's off.
You can do that one there.
All right, I'll do that one there.
And while you're doing that, I'm just going to show real quick the oyster.
Oh, these things come right off.
Yeah, they're simple.
Great.
But sometimes people are lazy; they won't do them.
But you don't want to chew that.
You don't want to chew
it for hours. Now we're good. Now we can. And you're going to pop the oyster.
I'm going to pop the oyster. So the oyster, you got to do it from a different angle. So you got to get it from the back hinge area. Get it in there. Hold it tight. You want to get like either a nice glove, like a mesh glove to wear, or a nice towel. Just hold it tight, and you put the oyster knife in there, and you twist your wrist and bring it up.
So you don't go up. You
don't
twist
go
it
up
left,
because you'll ruin the inside of the oyster. And look at that beautiful oyster.
Comes right out. Now you're just going to scrape it out a little bit.
Yeah, scrape it out and detach that.
Of
if you don't, like I said the other on the last one, then it'll be slurping it. You don't want to do that.
No, you don't want to do that.
Okay, so we get that. Look at that beautiful raw bar.
Stuff.
You know. Okay, now what we're going to do. Cut these scallops up.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, I am going to start putting the marinade together.
You basically want to cut them into kind of bite-sized
pieces.
Okay.
Now, when you do ceviche, you could use bigger pieces, but it'll take longer for the acid to work on the meat.
And you were saying there is a time limit when you...
There's a time limit.
Usually people marinate things forever, but not with ceviche.
I've read recipes that said overnight. I've read recipes that are 4 hours. You want to see this opaque color. And I got one done here.
Right.
And we're going to do the marinade real quick here, but you want to see that like dull white color.
Right.
Not the glistening color.
Right, that's glistening. That's the opaque you were talking about.
You want opaque.
So we got some lemon juice in there?
You got lemon and lime juice. I like lemon and lime juice. It's not as strong as the lemon by itself.
And when you're talking ceviche, lemon and lime are the main ingredients there for
and we got a little garlic too. Garlic has that acidic flavor.
Absolutely.
A little garlic in there.
With the little
and that garlic
oil,
is going to like cook in that acid too.
And that's olive oil in the garlic.
A little jalapeno in there.
A little bit of that. Okay.
And then a little red pepper.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, now stir that up.
Okay.
All right.
Mix this up. This is a great summertime recipe, obviously.
Yes, that's why I want to do this today, just to get
great.
into the summer season. And all this smells great, doesn't it? It smells like the sea.
It's unbelievable.
That salty.
Unbelievable.
Smell. There you go.
It's a light dish, but it's definitely filling because you're getting your meat in here and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just.
And I know you had a little taste earlier.
I did. I had to.
In your mouth,
you put that in front of me, it's like torture. You know, I have to eat it.
Okay.
I must.
So I would say a good 4 hours for this.
Good 4 hours for this in the refrigerator.
Yep. I did mine overnight. They were a little bit bigger.
We're looking at there.
Okay. So I did these overnight, and then I cut these up this morning.
Okay, and that's the finished product.
And what I did, you want to pour off the marinade, and that's what I did earlier.
So drain it out, basically.
Drain it out, and you're going to keep a little bit in there. So I got this little marinade here too. And I'm going to take this marinade left over from overnight and dress up our clams and oysters with it. Look at that. And that'll give it a little flavor up there.
You let those sit a little while, or can you just eat them immediately?
You can eat them immediately or in a little while.
It's got a lot of flavor, obviously.
Okay, so after you drain that off, then you're going to do a little olive oil.
Okay, we've got about a minute, so...
Okay, olive oil, salt, little cracked pepper, and then you're going to dress it up with a little cilantro and some green onion. And then what we're going to do...
Yeah, this is how we dress it up. This is beautiful.
And then I got a little julienne cucumber, and we're just going to... look at this.
Amazing.
It's like a little martini glass with this.
Got to tell you, I would just eat this right out of the bowl, but you were really packaging this dish. You're good at that. And we do have to point out as well, you created that sushi bar here, or this
you can say
oyster bar.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
an ice carving that you did, right?
Yep.
And you do that for kind of a side business.
I have a side business for weddings, a lot of club events, hotels call me up. So, like I said, we're going to be teaching ice carving techniques at the new facility, and Triple C is going to be doing their little side ice carving classes. So
good stuff.
Yeah.
And we have a large parking lot. I'm hoping in the winter, when it gets cold out, you can bring in a block of ice.
Yeah, we can come in. We can maybe carve something up.
I would love to. That would be great. Chef John Matwico from NCCC, thank you so much for joining us. But you're not done yet. We're going to make a second helping.
We're going to do a second helping with the shells and a little twist on it.
So you can always use the shells. Don't throw away the shells.
Yeah.
All right. And welcome back. Chef John Matwico from NCCC has been teaching us how to make ceviche today, and we've made some wonderful scallop ceviche, and we're going to do a little bit of a second helping with it. And always save your shells, because watch this.
You could easily take what we just did as a nice little appetizer, and we can make it into a hors d'oeuvre now.
Oh,
so
beautiful.
with our little clam shells, Just take one of those.
Take one of these and
pop it in
right
there.
Look at
that.
That looks great.
All those colors.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Beautiful.
That's great. Oops.
Got it?
Oh, there you go. Out there. And I noticed you've kind of carved out some cucumbers here as well, right?
So what we did, just a couple different ways of presenting the ceviche and a couple little canapé or hors d'oeuvre ideas. So what I did, I took the ceviche, chopped it up a little bit smaller. And now what you can do, you can take this mixture here and just top it right in these little nice English cucumber rounds.
Oh, that's great.
And we just took a melon ball or took the seeds out. And there you go.
That there. And then you also sprinkled a little salt over these guys,
on the cucumbers, just you know, heighten up the flavor.
Absolutely. Wow, that's great.
Look at
so
that.
this is basically
it's
like
nice in summer.
Yeah, and it's a one-bite little thing, right?
One
just to
little
take
bite,
one bite.
canapé.
Well, for me, it is at least. Canapé.
Sometimes too.
Is there any particular type of cucumber you were saying?
It was an English cucumber.
English cucumber.
It doesn't have those big seeds in there.
Oh, okay. Right. And that won't,
little smaller seeds, and you take the melon baller and take that out a little bit.
I don't know if I'm doing a great job on this,
you
but
are doing a great
you get the
job.
idea, don't you, folks?
There you go. Look at those nice summer colors.
It's colorful. It's refreshing too. I just love the flavors, and obviously it's cold, so
got a nice raw bar. You got your ceviche and the cucumbers. Nice glass of maybe some Riesling.
Oh, that'll go well. A little
with
sweet and garlicky. That's awesome. Now, you also, we have to say, I've been promoting this thing all morning. You carved this out. You made
if you want to check out some more ice carvings, WNY-ice.com. So WNY-ice.com is my website. And again, one more time, Hayes Seafood House donated the supply for clams, oysters, and scallops today.
I'd always go to a reputable seafood seller.
Reputable, and Hayes is a perfect example of a great seafood house.
All right.
All right.
Great chef. John Matwico, NCCC. Thanks for joining us. Back to you guys on the couch.